one. I thought we'd have a chat about fear. Doesn't it grip? As we see, the world is gripped in fear, but every single decision ever made by you guys, by the people, by the masses, by society, is come to by way of fear. They create the fear, they create the problem, then they create the fear, and then they create the solution. Loads of people say it, loads of people show it, but everybody falls for the fear. If they don't fall for the fear, they fall for the theatrics. Now, that's nearly as bad as the fear, because they create the fear. The next I can't breathe, the next big thing that you're supposed to be disgusted about, put it out there. You're supposed to be in fear. If you're not in fear of it happening to you, so that's why you won't do anything about anything, you're in fear of this tyrannical government that's going to come down on you. You've all got your own reasons why you can't, or you won't, or you will, and do. It's one of those things. But however, the way I see it, it's all fear. You've got a huge percentage of those in the lawful truth movement who are wrapped up in their own fears. They're waiting for other people to do because they are in fear. There's no other excuse, no other reason. This word "I can't" keeps coming into things, and that's absolutely ridiculous, because it's not quite a finished sentence, is it? It's "I can't yet." I can't because I haven't yet learned. So you carry that bit on. It's kind of important, because without that bit, you've failed, and you've failed because you're scared of trying. And yeah, people won't say no because they're scared of saying no. They won't say no to a fine. They're scared of a fine. A fine's going to come on them, and they'll have to pay it, because otherwise they'll get pulled into a magistrate's court, an unlawful venue. It's all fear, but you can't stop it. And then you've got the idiots, and I get it now, people telling me that you can't do things. Excuse me, it don't work. Loads of people have tried it. I've been doing it years. People have been watching me do things years, things that work. I mean, it's pathetic anyway. It don't work or it works. No, it's either you didn't get it right or you did. It's as simple as that. I hear people say it doesn't matter which route you take, because there's loads of routes. Yes, there is loads of routes, but there's loads of wrong routes as well that are being taken actively. And I see that being used in defence of people that are taking really stupid wrong moves. And it's pretty much like people saying, oh, it don't matter whether it's vaccinated or unvaccinated, it don't matter whether COVID exists or doesn't exist. Of course it fucking all matters. It's all fraud. It's all fraud and deception. Do you want to get through this shit? Do you want to succeed at what you want to do? Or do you want to go round in circles with the fucking idiots that are chasing the stupid shit? And that's the reality. You can't defend them and say, oh, but they just taking a different path. No, they're not. They're going round in fucking circles like idiots, when it's there in front of their face and they refuse to accept it. There's loads of fools out there going the wrong way. So this is really what prompted us to go the fucking right way and take others with us. It is coming out very, very soon. But the reality is, we'll get naysayers on this, but nobody's ever going to say this has been tried before. Never. And if any naysayers saying it won't work, you just don't fucking know what you're talking about, because if you open your eyes and see what we're doing, you'll see there is no way out for them. No way out. We're very good at what we do, and as a collection, the three guys that are together on this, well, yeah, we'll shake them walls. We will shake them walls, and we will be absolutely bang right at law. Bang right, and beyond that, we will have every step in place. We know exactly what we're doing. We've prodded and we've probed and we've tested the grounds over and over again now. We know exactly what we're doing. So anybody wants to get on board with that, they're going to be shortcutting years and years of bullshit and circles that people will have you fucking running around in. and they will learn so much. I get asked all the time, what should I watch, what should I look at, what courses should I go on, and this, that and the other. There's no course that could substitute what we're about to do. And to do it with a group of folks, and it be open for them to see exactly what and how, why, explanations on what, that will just cut out years and years and years of the bullshit, years of all that crap that other people are chasing the tails on, chasing other countries' processes, thinking that they're clever, and just because some other fucking idiot who thought he was clever told them that yes, people are doing this and yes, people are succeeding at this. Go fuck yourself. So many fucking idiots out there, and liars and profiteers, and just people who are absolutely just trying to screw you down. Don't care if you're going the wrong way. We actually care about the way you're going, and that's all we care about really, which is why we've decided to make sure everybody does go the right bloody way, because everybody is in fear. It's ridiculous. You get people, I've seen people that seem to know this shit and then shit themselves as soon as the bailiff tells them they're coming to the door. Bailiffs, fear, no authority. They've got this presumed authority that's been handed to them by an unlawful venue, an unlawful court setting. It's time people fought back properly, without fear. And that's why, like I say, we're doing it, because we haven't got any fucking fear of them at all. And as we're going to be the mouthpiece, the front men, and the ones standing there in front of the judges, you guys ain't got no to fear either. We've got your back big time. And this fear thing, hopefully we'll be able to diminish it in you guys as you learn the reality of the law, the depths of the law that we're going to be teaching along the way. Don't need all that shit that's run you in circles, years and years and years of it. What you've got now is 3 guys and absolutely years and years of their hard work and everything that it's amounted to. This is the pinnacle of everything that I myself have been working on for ever, for as long as I've been in it. This is as far as it goes. There is no further. This is as far as it goes. The last level. Those that jump on at the last level, they're going to get somewhere where I believe 99.999% of them, if not 100, would never get to. So keep following the ones that are going to spin you in circles by absolute all means. Keep following the idiots that are going to be shouting UCCs and all that crap. I hear Magna Carta's died down, but UCC is just like the follow-on from the Magna Carta. It's the same people. It's the same people. So, Article 61, no UCC, it's 1099. Oh, folks, it is funny to me, but it's really serious to you guys who are getting pulled up in this shite, and it's absolute utter shite. And I know, yeah, there's people that will defend it, and assholes out there that are literally sending fucking threatening fucking letters, calling them notices to each other and making stupid demands of money over that shite. Yeah, because they're so fucking good at what they do. Let's just touch on this a minute. They're so good at what they do, and yeah, they're getting all this money from the taxman, and they've settled their lives through this 1099, yet they've got to send threatening letters with fucking stupid figures of demands on there. That alone should tell you that they're fucking idiots or shills. Wake up to the world, people. Wake up. These people you're getting wrapped up with, I don't know whether you notice, they're always screaming at each other, I'm going to sue you, you owe me, I'm going to put the fee schedule into you. So you see them putting this shit to each other, and you think that they're special, they're getting somewhere in what they're doing, yet they need to try and screw money out of you like that. They need to try and get you in default on something and owe them money because you dared question them. That's what I'm seeing going on out there. It's a wonky old fucking world, and there's some wonky fuckers out there. Some of them that have been around for a long time showing the colours in absolute desperation absolute desperation, because they haven't got a fucking clue, and they're hanging on to whatever fucking little snippet they can to try and screw the money out of you guys, when you're not going to get anything of value for it. You're going to get spun in circles for absolutely ages and ages and ages, until you question them, and then you're going to get spat out. That's what's going to happen in them groups. So anyway, be very, very careful of false prophets. Excuse me, I'm travelling the motorways. Yeah, for those that say this shit don't work, travelling under my unalienable rights to travel, as I have done for a very, very long time. You can't do that, people get the cars took off them. Well, there's me going down the fucking smart motorways. I'm on the M1 now, on the smart motorway, and look. So yeah, you can't do that, can you? You can't. Nothing works, does it? There's some fucking idiots out there. People who are pushing shit that they would never ever attempt to do themselves. They would never attempt to do it because they can't do it. So because they can't do it, it doesn't work. And that's pretty much how it goes in this world. If somebody fails at something, rather than accept that they didn't cut it, they will tell you it doesn't work. So you then you don't bother. And that's pretty much how it goes. Everybody's pulling you down. Everybody's trying to put a stop to what you're trying to do. Everybody tries to tell you can't do what you know you can do. And that's the problem. People need to know that they can do shit. Not ask them, can I do? Goddamn do. You know you can do it. And I don't mean do literally anything you want. Put some logic to it. Stand in honour. You want to know if you can do something with the law? Well, the reality is, are you right or wrong? That's what matters. If you're right, you can absolutely do what you want to do with the law. You just got to learn exactly how to do it. And yes, that's the problem in half the cases, because all these idiots tell you all sorts of shite. But the reality is, we're going to show you. We're going to show you education of a lifetime with an amazing chance of the payoff of a lifetime. So either way, it don't matter which way it goes for the ones coming in, because there's zero risk whatsoever. I myself over the years have paid thousands and thousands on various courses of this and that and the other, and then all of a sudden we've got this that'll just blow it all out the water. It would make all of it null and void. All of the courses that I ever went on, for me, yes, of course they were worth it, because everything is the accumulation of my knowledge, which has brought me to where I am with the guys I'm with. But the reality is, the guys just coming in absolutely don't need all those years and years of learnings and study and courses. They just need to get off their arses, jump on board to something that's going through hassle-free, and have a ball while they're learning some serious shit. Law at a level, I must be like a law at a level where you just don't get to see. I know I've never ever seen law at the level that I'm working right now. Never. And we're about to open that up to everybody that's involved. They're going to see this law at this level. They're going to learn this law at this level. They're going to learn what it does, why it does, how to apply it, how that changes your life forever. Now, for years and years and years, I've been concentrating on other folks' problems, and as well as holding me where I am, it's also given me the education I've got, because I've dealt with other people's problems. Most problems that there are, I've dealt with quite successfully. So that there is my education. That's the basis of my education. That's the fundamentals. That's what I believe is what educated me. Folks say they can't learn shit. Well, I was that guy, and I would have stood there saying, I can't learn that. I can't learn that. Wow, look at all that they know. I remember when I first came into this game, I'm listening to people that now I consider absolute fucking idiots, and I was absolutely in awe of what they were saying. But it didn't take me long to realise they just memorised a few fucking little speeches and a few little snippets, and they're just saying the same shit over and over again. And that's pretty much how it goes in this way, in this movement. Most folks are winging it. Near on everybody's winging it, and it's sad. It's sad, because the reality is, even those that are winging it, they've got so much knowledge, and we hear it all the time. Why can't they come together? Could you imagine if the minds within this game could actually come together? But they never could. It's absolutely impossible, mainly because they're fucking idiots. It is what it is. But the reality is, yeah, they're too busy trying to pull you down for what you're doing when you're doing it right, when they're failing at what they're doing, and they're absolutely adamant that they're bang on. But only if we work at it for a couple more years, we might be able to get there. Yeah, so hey, we've got a shortcut, folks, whether you want it or not. But the reality is, coming back round to what I started with, it's fear. Even with those, what I call the heavy hitters that are failing miserably, they were heavy hitters, and I don't know why I still stick to that term, because they're not actually hitting very hard. But as far as the movement's concerned, yeah, they're the names within it, so they believe that they're the right ones to follow. You've got proper shills out there, groups out there that are promising all sorts of shite, and they're shills to the core, and then most people know it. You know, we've got bankers out there running groups, and people are running to them like fucking idiots and getting such templated shit, it's unbelievable. And they still go back for a totally different situation, get the same fucking template for a different situation, and pay for it again, and they still go back to them. It's a weird, wonky old world out there, but the majority of folks out there are wrong uns, I promise you. They really are. The majority of the ones that are telling you. I'm not saying that they're really bad to the core. They might be really lovely folk, and you might really get on and resonate with them. But there's the problem. There is the problem. You need to stop believing people because you like them. It's not the right reason to believe somebody. Oh yeah, I think they're brilliant. They do make me laugh. He says this, so that's right. Nothing's right unless you've checked it yourself. Your own due diligence. Like I say, you got to do your own due diligence. At the end of the day, if you don't do your own due diligence, it's not right. It just isn't. It's unconfirmed. That's the bit where you've got to step up. That's your bit. You've got to confirm that shit. Not just follow people because it sounds fucking brilliantly complicated. Because let's face it, that's what they like to show you, as complicated as possible. It's not complicated. The law isn't about complication when you break it down. The complicated bit is the legal. That's how they keep you fucked up. They keep it complicated. The law is very, very simple. It doesn't mean it's very, very easy, but it's very, very simple. You're right or you're wrong. There is basically the law. Now what you got to do is how I express that and how I get it through and make sure that I prove I'm right. That's the bit. And luckily, like I say, that's the bit we're going to show you. And hopefully we are going to knock the fears right the shit out of you all. You can't be in fear after this. Absolutely. I don't believe anybody can come through what we're about to do and be in fear of this system at all in any way, shape or form. That's my belief. Maybe I'll be wrong, maybe somebody will prove me wrong, but I suppose there's always somebody in fear. I don't know how they can live that way, to be honest. And actually, it's a pattern, isn't it? Those that live in fear seem to live in fear of literally everything. They're always panicking, everything's at the end of the world, and everything's, oh my God, terrible disaster, do. And over again this happens, and I try to think to myself, right, well surely, I know it must be an horrible way to live. I'm not knocking those people, because it's a mental state, but I think it's got to be a mental state that you can get over with a bit of logic and a bit of patience, surely. Because you know, if you go through this every every day or every few days or whatever, if you're going through frequent panic and fear and oh shit, oh my god, look back at how long has this been going on for. Now if it's been going on all your life and you're still fucking here, it clearly ain't quite as bad as you keep thinking it is. And the last ones weren't as bad as the next ones are going to be either. Or not as bad as, it's not going to get worse. But you know what I mean. At the end of the day, if it's oh my god disaster and then you get through it and oh god, thank god for that, it weren't that bad after all, and then this keeps happening over and over again, eventually, surely with a bit of logic and reasoning and self-realization, you'd see that it's never that bad and you always get through it. Now my outlook, I suppose I've always been quite unique. It don't matter what the problem is, no matter how big it is. Can I affect it? If not, I'm not going to fucking worry about it. It's absolutely as simple as that. And if I can, I'll deal with it. So there is no problem, there's nothing to worry about. I can't sit in fear of anything. I can't worry about something. There's absolutely no point. It gets you nothing at all. It fogs your mind up and prevents you from thinking logically and rationally. Prevents you from fixing the issue, whatever you're worried about. So hey, maybe it's something to think of. Maybe it's just my stupid thoughts, because mental attitudes, mental function, it's not something you can just switch and change at a flick of a switch. But I believe with a bit of perseverance and yourself, putting yourself into it, stop thinking that others are the saviours. When you're worried, you look for somebody else to fix the problem, but most of the time it's only because your mind's not thinking clear. Because if your mind was thinking clear, you'd fix the problem yourself. I'm convinced most of the time. It's only when we fog our own minds up that we can't think straight and we can't get the answers. And if you live in that state all the time, that's why you're always making the wrong decisions. Time to step back a little bit, think a little bit, relax a little bit, make some good decisions. And on that note, anyway, I ain't got no fear to talk about at the minute. We're doing all great. We've got some fantastic shit going on, and it is absolutely coming on in leaps and bounds. What's coming on in the background is just like absolutely bizarre, and I'm really looking forward to opening it up to the folks that are getting involved and seeing where it goes, seeing what others' minds make of it, seeing what others comment, how others comment on it, and yeah, see just how far we can blow the fucking minds out of your old heads. Anyway folks, on that note, I'm going to do one, and I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. Keep doing what you're doing, or do better stuff, one or the other. However it is. Have a good one all. Ta-da.